Hello, hello! My name is Kallista, and welcome back to Unavowed. In the last episode, Bryony was freed from demonic possession. However, we can see the carnage she caused. I can only imagine what she's feeling, knowing that her body did this, but she wasn't in control. It seems like she doesn't have any memory of any of the things that she's done. And bearing in mind, this is what she did on her last day of demonic possession. Who knows what she got up to during that year? Like, this probably isn't the only death she has caused. This is just like a snippet of it, and that, oof, that hits hard. Let's get out of here.
Fresh air at last.
A padlock. Of course. Can you pry it off?
I am tired, Eli. My strength ebbed hours ago. Perhaps she can help us. Could you find something to pry this off?
Yeah, anything big or heavy should do.
Our first puzzle, it seems. Okie doke. A silent air conditioner. Her exhausted eyes glare at you with suspicion. I get that. I get that. We murdered God knows how many people. Like, we have major blood on our hands. Like, she has every right to be suspicious of us. Even if it wasn't us that did that, it was still our hands, you know? Despite the weather, he is completely dry. The raindrops evaporate before they touch his suit. Ooh. Okay, very interesting. Rainwater is pouring out of this drain pipe. A dumpster, open and exposed to the elements. Here we have an obvious looking pipe. This pipe looks a bit corroded, but sturdy. Okay. A thick and sturdy lever juts out from the power box. It's in the on position. Well, let's grab the pipe. Oh shit.
You've got to be kidding me.
This place, much has changed.
Creature, who are you and what is your purpose here?
Purpose? You invited me.
You're mistaken.
I was summoned across the void by you.
I say again, you are mistaken. You know I speak the truth.
Alright.
I know what you are, Jinn child. I know you cannot speak false.
Interesting. Trash.
Nevertheless, a beacon appeared.
Wire.
A path was formed. I merely
That
followed
looks like
it.
everything. How do we...
Nobody here has done such a thing.
That might not be entirely true.
I see what do.
Eli?
On the roof, I used a lot of power. Probably enough to call the attention of, well, something like this.
And then we just need to divert.
Neophyte mage. Playing with forces you don't understand.
Okay.
I'm mage enough to burn you into a greasy smudge.
Oh no, that's fine.
Ah!
That was creatively done.
Yeah. Nice work.
Thank you. Okay, so she's a genie, and he's a mage. Okay, got it. Someone had to do something. You guys obviously weren't. What the hell is this thing? I couldn't let it just kill you. Ooh. I don't know. I'm not drawn to any of these. Out of all of them, I like this the most. I think Bryony, she's had to deal with a lot of bullshit this evening, and like apparently she was possessed. She killed Zack and Moray, she thought that was a dream, turns out it was real, and now that this thing just, like, jumped down from the roof, what is happening here? What the hell is this thing?
We cannot say for sure. This creature is from across the void. There are so many that they defy categorization.
It's a ligamental.
A what?
It's made up of ligaments and sinew. It fits.
Very well. This creature is a ligamental.
Such agony. What manner of pain is this?
About 10,000 volts. What are you waiting for? Kill it. I couldn't let you harm anyone. I think Bryony, she acted on impulse. In part because, like, ugh, it came out of nowhere, what the fuck? And also because, like, it seemed hostile. I will admit, that is very funny. About 10,000 volts, mate. But no, it's on the floor. It's in pain. I don't think Bryony has the heart to make jokes about that. I couldn't let you harm anyone.
I am merely hungry. That stench. It can't be. You, a demon spawn? On this plane?
Are you talking to me? There was a demon inside me, but not anymore. Will you kill this thing already? No, there has been enough death. There has been enough murder at Bryony's hands. She is not going to be calling for more. I think she'd be confused. Are you talking to me?
I can sense the corruption within you. Why do you come here to torment me?
There is no demon. I got rid of it.
You are a fool. The corruption lingers.
Creature, you are at our mercy. Return home through the void at once.
You know I cannot. I used all my energy to get here. I will not survive the return journey without food. I must feed on human flesh. In this world, nothing else will sustain me.
This thing eats people? Maybe we should let it go? What about the dead bodies inside? I don't know if she jumped to that immediately. Like, she's very confused. This is not her area of expertise. She's just a lone young woman trying to make it big in the Big Apple. Like, she's not someone who regularly interacts with ligamentals or, you know, genie folk or mages. Like, this is completely out of her experiences. So I don't think she'd jump to that. I think she'd be a little bit disgusted. This thing eats people?
Only on this plane of existence. I do not believe it has a choice.
I guess that makes it better. I guess. We can't let it go. Because if all it wants to do is get back home, then either it could do something decent, like go to a cemetery and eat some dead people there, but then in the morning people are going to be very upset about, like, oh, desecrated graves and all of that. Or it could kill someone to get its pound of flesh. We can't... Just letting it go, there are too many variables, and I think Bryony would... I think she'd know that. But we do have a bunch of corpses inside the building. What about the dead bodies inside?
What? That's... ugh.
Does the demon spawn speak true? There is meat inside this building?
Yes. Yes, there is. Slaughtered only hours ago.
Fresh meat. That is perfect. Let me consume my fill, and I will leave you in peace.
I do not think I can do that. It would draw too much attention. The police are bound to notice.
Not to mention the victims inside are innocent. They have families, loved ones. They'll want closure.
I am innocent too, mageling. You summoned me. I merely answered. Would you kill me just for that?
It speaks true, Eli. What is your decision?
Wait, you're putting this on me?
Yes.
I'm not the one that has to cut that thing's throat. I can't decide that for you.
It was your
I don't
magic
think
that brought
she
it
can bring
here.
herself to do
The
that.
choice is yours.
Let him feed.
Yes, it is the most practical solution.
Ugh, I'm gonna be sick.
Rise, creature. Eat your fill and be gone. Are you finished?
Please, please, please be finished.
Yes, I believe I can make the return journey and survive. Thanks be to you, Genchild, mage, demon spawn. I shan't trouble you again.
It is done. It is over.
Thank God. Let's get out of here.
All in all, this was eventful.
Yeah, eventful.
We did fine work this night.
We all did.
Agreed. You showed immense fortitude, especially for one in your situation.
Oh. So can I go home now? That's me, full of fortitude. Situation. I think she just wants to go home, presumably to her apartment, maybe have a nice warm bath, you know, just chill out, you know, put this behind her. So can I go home now?
Yeah. About that.
Let me. 1 year has passed since your possession. You're wanted by the police for many violent crimes.
You certainly can't go back to acting.
Indeed. Although there might be a new role you can play. The demon that infested you, that creature we just defeated, mere taste of what is out there.
And they just keep coming. We need manpower. Look, you saw us in action tonight. It's obvious we need all the help we could get.
Just as it is obvious your old life is gone. But we can help. We can give you a new identity, a new life, a new purpose.
Normally there's a vetting process, but you more than proved yourself tonight.
So, what say you? Will you join us?
I'll need to think about it. Count me in. You guys are obviously hopeless without me. What is there to think about? We are wanted by the police for I don't know how many murders. And that's assuming the demon stuck to murder. There is so much shit it could have done over the course of the year. Like, she can't think about it. She doesn't have that luxury. Count me in.
Thank God. Some new blood at last. Sorry. That sounded much less creepy in my head.
We are all tired. We can find suitable sleeping arrangements back at our headquarters.
Sleeping sounds great. By the way, my name's Eli. This is Mandana.
Welcome to the Unavowed, my friend. Trust me, your life will never be the same.
Headquarters, I presume. Okay. A scratched up violin and bow. This silver crucifix might be useful if vampires are real. Okay. A tiny twin bed. Small, but you slept like a rock. Girl. After the year you've had, I'm not surprised. A faded old poster of a heavy metal band. Axis of Weevil. A framed photograph hangs on the wall near the bed. Oh, an old publicity shot of you and Maury. How did this get here? Oh, I presume someone tracked it down to make us feel more at home. Oh, that's sweet. There's certainly some eclectic reading matter in this bookcase. A whole pot of espresso, just for you. Somehow, it's always hot. I'm presuming that is Eli's doing. I do really like Eli and Mandana. Ooh, a bottle of brandy, crusted with age. Outside, you can see the hustle of downtown nightlife on the street below. Anything else? A little brass elephant with a memento of Siam written on the underside. Oh. An empty, stained old sea chest. This rusted sword looks like it might break if you coughed loudly. And nothing on the fact that there are random candles on the beams. Okay, yeah, I really like Eli and Mandana. I will admit, Eli's design reminds me of Joey. I think I mentioned that in the last episode. But, you know, he seems like the charming, kind of sarcastic one, and Mandana is more of the straight man of the two. I like them. I thought that was a really good opening. You know, the prologue was great. The prologue was amazing. And then, you know, introduction to puzzles with the, you know, the drain pipe and the electricity and all of that. A good opening, I think. Unavowed, I know I'm only like 45 minutes in, but I have a very good feeling about this game. Yep, Genie. Sharp little knives dot the surface of this target. Vicious-looking weapons decorate the walls. This helmet has been buffed to a gleaming shine. This bottle looks incredibly ancient and is engraved with indecipherable characters. Yep, vicious-looking weapons. Mandana moves with practiced precision. There's not a drop of sweat on her.
You are awake. Did you sleep well?
I had some odd dreams. Like a baby, you just came out of a bottle. I get, yeah. It probably wasn't odd dreams. It was nightmares. Nightmares upon nightmares. And I think maybe she wants to deflect a little. You just came out of a bottle.
This astonishes you. After all you experienced. I suppose I should have seen this coming. Introduction to the supernatural world can often have unpredictable effects on the mundane mind. It may take some time for you to process it all.
Who are you calling mundane? That's me, Miss Unpredictable. You came out of a bottle and I'm not freaking out. I'm processing it okay. Ooh. Yeah, who are you calling mundane? Whimsical. That's the term you should be using for a Bryony. Whimsical, dramatic, theatrical. Who are you calling mundane?
Forgive the term. No insult is intended, I assure you. After your actions last night, the word mundane hardly applies to you. I think you are going to make this transition just fine. And this is good, because there is so little time to waste. My father Kalash is waiting to speak to you in the room beyond the red drapes. When you are ready, seek him out. In the meantime, relax and explore the facility. I will be here if you have any questions.
Oh, I have questions.
Yes?
Ooh, okay. Can we talk about the Unavowed? I have some questions about yourself. Can you tell me about Eli? About last night? There's a photo of me in my room. Who put it there? I'll leave you to it. We are gonna go through all of these. Can we talk about the Unavowed?
Certainly. What is your question?
What does the Unavowed do exactly? How long has the Unavowed been around? I'd like to ask about something else. Never mind, I'll leave you to your training. What does the Unavowed do exactly?
We are peacekeepers. We protect the mundane world from the threats of the supernatural. We help who we can, destroy ones we must, and recruit those who are willing. With you, I suppose we did all three.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. How long has the Unavowed been around?
As a whole, for thousands of years. But the New York branch is only 400 years old. As long as there is need of us, we will be here.
How come I've never heard of you before?
We do not exactly advertise our presence. We prefer it that way. But the truth is, the last century has seen a diminishing need for our services. Things have certainly changed.
Changed?
Yes. Supernatural threats have been escalating. It happened so suddenly, we were caught unprepared. We had become complacent. We have not been recruiting. You are the first new recruit in decades. The first of many, we hope.
When she says things changed, like there was like an influx of supernatural events, I'm like, can you tell me when this started, please? Because, like, I'm hoping she means, like, in the past 5 or 10 years. But if it's, like, in the past year, and we know that we were possessed by a demon a year ago, I'm like, please tell me we're not responsible for that. Tell me we aren't responsible for, like, oh. We could have done anything, that's the thing. Like, we could have, like, yes, we know we committed murder. We could have been committing tax fraud, arson, theft, kidnapping, child grooming. Like, there is so much shit we could have done. And I'm just like, please, let it just be murder. I can deal with murder. Let it just be that. I'd like to ask about something else.
I will do my best to answer.
I have some questions about yourself.
Me? What do you want to know?
Everything. So, you are a genie. How long have you been with the Unavowed? I'd like to ask about something else, So, you're a genie?
The term is Jinn. And yes, on my father's side. And no, I do not grant wishes.
How long have you been with the Unavowed?
When was this city founded? 1624. Yes, I was just a child, but it was around that time.
Flippin' heck. Girl, you are looking good for your age. You are 400 years old?
418. No, 19. My birthday was last month. It is difficult to keep track, but Father always remembers.
Damn. I'd like to ask you about something else.
I will do my best to answer.
Can you tell me about Eli?
Eli is my partner, and a dear, dear friend. We have saved each other's lives more often than we can count. You and he have much in common. He was once mundane, like yourself. I would recommend asking him about his transition. It might help with your own.
About last night?
Last night, yes. You gave us quite the chase. We know nothing about the demon that was inside you, but it was a wily thing.
I didn't hurt you, did I? I wish I could remember. I'm just glad it's gone. I've said it before, I think she's gentle. I think that's one of the reasons why she couldn't kill the Ligamental. One, she has caused so much death potentially over the past year, but she knows she caused so much death over the past night. I don't think she could bear to see another. And also, it was innocent. Eli accidentally summoned it across the void. It didn't arrive with the intention of like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck shit up. It was just like, oi, you called me here. Like, why did you do this? Excuse me, and it wanted to go home. It didn't want to cause damage or pain. It just wanted to go home. And those people in the building, they were already dead. Hopefully the ligamental didn't consume a whole body. Like, maybe it took like an arm from one person and a leg from another. And yes, the victims' families will be very upset and confused. You know, why is my loved one missing an arm? What the fuck happened here? But there had been too much death, and I think Bryony would be very upset, you know, thinking, oh god, I hope I didn't hurt these people. I didn't hurt you, did I?
You hurt nobody. Your demon hurt several. It was taunting us, dancing just out of our reach, slaughtering whomever it could. But we got it in the end. Regardless of what happens next, we stopped it. We can all take comfort in that.
Oof. Oh, I think that would sit with Bryony. I know they're saying to her, it wasn't you, it was the demon. But I think Bryony is probably thinking, but it was my hands. It was my hands that tore those people apart. There's a photo of me in my room. Who put it there?
I do not know. I am not being facetious. I honestly do not know. This building has housed many agents over the centuries, and they too have been given gifts. Photographs and portraits of loved ones, precious possessions long since lost. We do not question it. We merely accept it and be thankful for it.
Okay, so the house has a mind of its own. Got it. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Okie doke. So her father is beyond the drapes. These old stone steps are black with... is that soot? Aha! Okay, buddy. What have you got? An old colour photo of Eli and Madonna. Can we take a closer look? Oh, that's cute. That's nice. An old photo of a quaint suburban house. Beckett. Lovely. And I noticed this one. An old photo of Eli and a woman in a wedding dress. He's got a wife. That is also a very nice picture. Oh, I wonder where she is. Some precisely calculated fireball trajectories. Excuse me. There's not a single singe mark on Eli's fingers or hat. A black and white photo of two young girls. Not only does he have a wife, he has kids. Okay. An old black and white photo of a man at a desk. Eli. Okay. A scrawled list of obscure formulas. It's all Greek to you. Anything else? Oh god. Fire extinguishers. A wise precaution. Okay, Eli? No, buddy.
Hey! Don't surprise a fire mage like that. Bad idea. Anyway, hi. You settling in okay?
This place is kind of weird. This place is pretty cool. You're throwing fire. Again. To be honest, I don't think she has any opinion on this place. She doesn't think it's weird. She doesn't think it's cool. I think she's a little bit traumatized, to be perfectly honest. You're throwing fire.
You noticed. Yeah, I like to do this in my spare time. Keeps me sharp. But seriously, it took me a while to get used to this stuff. It's not gonna happen for you overnight. But you'll get there. Faster than you think. Anyway, I'm sure you want to walk around. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Could I ask you a few questions first?
I don't see why not.
Okay, can we talk about the Unavowed? I'm curious about yourself, about last night. Can I ask you about some of the pictures on your walls? A photo appeared on my wall. Do you know how it got there? I'll leave you to it. Again, we're going to go through all of them. Can we talk about the Unavowed?
I know a little bit about that. What do you want to know?
What does the Unavowed do? How long has the Unavowed been around? How come I've never heard of you guys before? Let's talk about something else. What does the Unavowed do?
Well, we're sort of supernatural police. Sometimes there's a threat that only we can handle, and we go and handle it. Well, I say sometimes, but lately it's been a lot more than that.
How long has the Unavowed been around?
Gosh, a really long time. Sorry. If you're looking for a history lesson, Mandana or Kalash are the ones to ask. As far as I'm concerned, we do good work. That's all that matters.
Fair. How come I've never heard of you guys before?
You know, I wondered the same thing when I first joined. I mean, we're careful. We use veils. I don't throw fire around Times Square or anything. But the real secret, nobody notices us. It's kind of uncanny. Mundanes go through crazy mental tricks to pretend we're not there. So maybe the mundane world isn't ready for us yet, but they will be. They won't have a choice the way things are going.
So I guess it's the idea that you see what you want to see. And people, more often than not, if they see something odd, they're gonna attribute that to something ordinary. Like, oh, a ghostly presence picked up a cup and, you know, threw it off of the counter. Well, maybe the floor is like a little bit slanted and it just slipped off the counter. maybe there was a breeze if the window's open and that, you know, a strong gust of wind pushed the mug off the counter. Maybe I clipped it with my elbow as I was going past. Like, there are so many logical explanations for something other than a ghost done it. More threats. How much is a lot more?
Let me put it this way. There are 732% more threats than there used to be, give or take 0.5. A year ago, we'd usually be called out once a month, if at all. Now it's almost every day. And me and Mandana, we're the only ones dealing with it. Until now, anyway.
No. No. And there we have the confirmation. A year ago, things were fine, and then something must have happened out there, and now we're getting called out, like, every month. God damn it. What did we do? What did we do? Unfortunately, that is a question that we will have to answer in the next episode. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Kallista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.